Good morning, children. Sai Ram. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great and staying safe at your home. So, children, before your summer vacation, I have given you some project work and written work. Right? I hope you all remember, and I hope that you all have done your work. And if you haven't done yet, you have to do it, okay? So, before vacation, the chapters we have already covered, or you can say we have already completed 3 chapters in our science book, right? So, those 3 chapters we will going to revise very soon, okay? And today we will start with our new chapter, that is chapter 4, our houses. This chapter is from your science book, okay? So, children, there are 5, you can see, main elements which is very important for a survival of a living being, and especially human being, okay? These 5 elements are what? Air, water, food, shelter, and clothing. These are the 5 elements which all the living beings need, and mostly human beings, for their survival. Without these 5 elements, we will not be able to survive, okay? Even one element will not be there. If the one element will be missing, then also the survival is not possible. Especially I am talking about human being, okay? So, from these 5 elements, today we will going to discuss about shelter. Today we will going to discuss about shelter, okay? So, let's quickly see. Air, we breathe oxygen which is present in air, right? So that is why air is the important element, because if the air will not be there, then we cannot breathe, right? We cannot breathe. Then comes water. Without water also we will not be able to survive. Even animals also, even plants also, right? We will not be able to survive. We can survive for 2-3 days or more than that, but without water we cannot survive like for a whole life. Then comes food. Same, we can survive without food for some time, but not for the whole period of time, okay? We can survive for only for a certain period of time we can survive, but at the end we need food, right? We need food, otherwise our body will feel fatigue, right? No energy will be there in your body, because we eat food, and from food we get energy, right? And then comes shelter. And then comes, we have already discussed about air, water, food, and then comes shelter. Now shelter is what, children? Shelter means shed, means house, right? We human beings need shelter, and as well as animals also live shelter, right? But animals, although animals can survive even without that, but human beings need shelter the most, right? Without house we will not be able to survive. How? If there will be no shed above your head during rainy season, what will happen? Or during snow time, during cold, during winter days or summer days, will you be able to survive without a shed, without a house? No, we cannot. So for a human being, shelter is a very important element, okay? And then comes clothes. Now we have air, we have water, we have food, we have shelter. Now what is the next thing we want? We want clothes, because that protects us from weather, right? So these are the 5 elements which are very important for a survival of a human being. And today we will going to discuss about one of the main element, that is house. That is what, children? Shelter. That is what, children? Sorry, I'll write again. Shelter. Okay, house is what? Shelter. House is what? Shelter. Okay. Now the topics which we will going to cover in this chapter is why do we live in houses? Why the house is important? Why do we need house? Then kinds of houses, that what are the kinds of houses are there, and then comes types of houses, and the last one is special houses. So these are some topics which we will going to cover in this session. Okay, now let's start with the first topic. Why do we live in houses, or you can say what are the importance of houses? Why do we need shelter above our head? What is the importance of shelter? What is the importance of house? So we need a house for many reasons, right? You also know why do we need house? Because it protects us from the changing weather, the most important one. It protects us from the changing weather, right? From heat, from cold, rain, strong winds and snow. These are some changing weathers. It protects us from changing weathers. If shed will not be there, if house will not be there, will you be able to face heat? No. Can you think about those persons who lived in that slum area, who live in that small huts, or you can say that thing which they built? They do not have any facility there, right? But then also they are able to survive. Why? Because they have shed. So what happen if there will be no shed? We will not be able to face these changing weather. We will not be able to face heat, cold, rain, strong winds and snow. That is why shelter, house is very important. It protects us from changing weather. Okay, it keeps us safe. Then we can keep our belongings like clothing, jewelry, utensils safely, right? If house will not be there, then anybody can come and pick your thing and go, because nothing is there to protect your thing, nothing is there to protect your belongings, right? So anybody can come and take your things. So we need house to protect our belongings, to keep safe our belongings, right? We have like many important things in our house, including our clothes also. So to protect those things, we need house. We need house. Then it prevents thieves, animals, insects and pests from harming us, right? If house will not be there, like any wild animal or thieves can harm you. So the importance of house are what, children? First, it can protect us from the changing weather. It can protect us from the changing weather. Then it also keeps our belonging safe. It protects our belongings, and it prevents thieves, wild animals, insects and pests from harming us. So these are the very main, or you can say very important role of house. That without house, survival of human being is not possible. Whether they are living in a small house or big house, that doesn't matter. What we need shed above our head. Okay, it gives us the feeling of protection. That is why house is important. Okay, it makes us feel protected, and it keeps all the family member together. Okay, now we will discuss about kinds of houses. Okay, we will discuss about kinds of houses. So the first one you can see here, hut. H-U-T, hut. This is the first kind of house. Now let's see what is hut. Many of you have seen this, right? Now hut. Hut is a small house or shelter. Okay, hut is a small house or shelter which is made up of wood, mud, grass or stones. Okay, it is, you can see when you have went to villages, or when you go to your villages, you have seen there also, right? Or you have if you have gone in many like big cities like Mumbai or India, you can see the some areas there where people are living in the house like hut kind of house. Okay, so hut is a very small house. Okay, it is a very small house which is made up of wood, mud, grass or stone. Because so that is the reason why hut is kacha house. hut is kacha house. Why? Because it is made up of wood, mud, grass or stones. As it is easily breakable and as they are very weak, that is why it is kacha house, because it is very weak and it is a temporary house. Like for a whole life you cannot live in a hut, because it will not be able to face that changing weather, or you can say thieves like this. So living in hut always is not possible, but for a temporary period of time it can be a solution. So hut is a small house which is made up of wood, mud, grass and stones. And huts are usually found in village areas, right, or in areas with low economic development, or you can say the area where poverty is there, where poor people lives. There you can see hut, where the places where lots of huts are there, are in together present together, lots of huts are there. That area is known as slum area. Okay, where poor people lives. Then, as I have told you, hut is what? Kacha house, because it is a temporary house and it is not that strong, and it will not be able to face the climate, weather change or thieves or wild animals like this. So it is solution for a temporary period of time. Okay. Then comes your single storied house. Okay. A single story house is what? It has only one floor or level. As you can see in the picture, it has only one floor, nothing is there, right? It has only one floor or level. It is made up of cement, bricks, metal, whatever the things needed for making a house, all that thing is used here. So it is made up of cement, bricks, metal, steel, etc. It is also known as pakka house. Now this one is pakka house because it is what? It is very strong. It will be able to face the changing weather, face the thieves, wild animals. That is why it is what? Permanent house. If a person build a single story house, that means that house is a permanent house. That person can live in that house for the whole period, for the whole life. Okay, so that is what? Permanent house. And this type of houses are found in towns or even in villages. Nowadays even in villages these type of houses can be seen. Okay, and in towns obviously it will be there. So single storied houses, it has only one floor or level, and it is made up of cement, bricks, metal, steel, etc. And it is a pakka house, permanent house, as it is very strong. And this type of houses are found in towns or even in villages. Okay, now comes bungalow. Okay, now what is bungalow? Have you ever seen bungalow? Bungalow is a one story house, as you can see in the picture itself. Okay, it is a one story house. After the floor level it has one story, right? So bungalow is a one story house. Cottage, it is also known as cottage or cabin. A bungalow is a one story house, cottage or cabin. Bungalow is a very large house. Okay, it is a very large house and it is also expensive. Okay, it is large and expensive. It is also a pakka house obviously, right, because it is also made up of that brick, cement, steel, etc. And it can be found in urban areas, or you can say cities, towns, or sometimes in villages also. Okay, so bungalow is a one story house which is also known as cottage or cabin, and it is very large and as well as expensive. Okay, and it is also known as pakka house because it is also a permanent house. Okay, person can stay there for a whole life. That is why it is a permanent house. Now next comes double story house. Okay, double story house. 1, 2. That means from this floor, one floor is more there. That is why it is double story house. Now, double storied house. These type of houses have two floors or levels, as you can see in the picture here, right? It has two floors or levels. It is also known as pakka house, permanent house, and it is found in towns and cities. Okay, you have seen double storied house, you have seen single. Okay, these all are the very common kinds of houses which you all have seen. Now comes flats, right? Flats. The people or the children who are living in Haridwar, they all have seen flats, or you can say apartments, right? Now, what are flats? Flat is a set of room. Now you can see rooms are there, different rooms are there, right? This is not like a one house. In one building, different room houses are there. You can say different rooms are there. Okay, you can say house because one family lives here, another one here, another here, then here, then here. That is what it is making house. So in one building, like many houses are there, right? So a flat is a set of rooms. It is a set of rooms for living in, usually one floor and a part of large building. Okay, this one set of room is a part of large building. So flat is a set of rooms for living in, usually on one floor and part of large building. A flat is similar to an apartment. Okay, apartment also looks like this only. Flat and apartments are very similar. A flat usually includes a kitchen and bathroom with rooms, bedrooms, and some living areas also, and sometimes balcony is also there. Now it is also known as permanent house, right? Because this house is made up of the things like metal, steel, bricks, or etc etc. So this is also a permanent house, and it is found in mostly in urban areas, or you can say cities or towns. Okay, now these are some different types, kinds of houses which we have known. So hut is temporary house, kacha house, okay, which is made from mud, dry leaves, woods, etc. Then single story house, this is pakka house, permanent house, right? And it can be found in village also and towns also. Then comes bungalow. Bungalow is a very large house, an expensive house, which is also known as cottage or cabin. Okay, this also can be found in rural or urban area, both, mostly in urban. Then comes your double story house, right? This one is also your permanent, this one is also known as a permanent house, and this found in town or cities. And then come flats, which found in mostly in cities and towns. Okay, now next topic is types of houses. Now kacha house and pakka house, these are the two types of houses. Now what is kacha house? As we have already know, right? Kacha house, which are made up of wood, mud, straw, and dry leaves. That is what kacha house, because the material which we use for making this house is not that strong. Okay, is not that strong. So a hut is a kacha house, as we have already learned there, that a hut is a kacha house, temporary house, as it can be easily broken and blown away by storm, rain, and etc. As I have told you, it will not be able to face the changing weather, face the strong weather. So that is why it is a solution for only a temporary period of time. Okay, not a permanent solution. This type of houses are found in villages or the places where a low economic development is there, or you can say the poverty is there. It's swift and cheap in construction. That means it doesn't take much money to build a hut. Okay, to build kacha house, it doesn't take that money, it doesn't need that much money. So that is why it is swift and cheap in construction. So this is what kacha house. Then comes your pakka house. The strong house are called pakka house, permanent house. They are not affected by strong winds, rains, etc. They are made of cement, bricks, iron, steel, and many other things. There are many kinds of pakka houses like bungalows, flats, single or double story house. Sorry, here the spelling of house is wrong. Okay, so these type of houses are found in urban areas. Okay, these type of houses are found in urban areas. So pakka house are what? Strong house. Okay, because they are permanent house, and it has that capability, or the material which we use for making or building this pakka house are very strong materials which can face these changing weather, or you can say the strong weather or thieves or wild animals. Okay, now the next comes special house. Now what are special house? Now these special house means, children, there are some kind of houses which we use according to place, according to region, or according to weather also you can say. Okay, so the first one is houseboat. I think many of you have must seen this houseboat, not if not in reality, might be in TV. Okay, so now let's see what is houseboat. Houseboat is a floating house. Obviously, why it is floating? Because it is in water, that means it will be float. So that is why houseboat is a floating house. Houseboat is a floating house. It moves on water. It is in water, that is why it moves on water. And this type of houses are seen in Kashmir and Kerala. In Kashmir, this type of houseboat is known as shikaras, I guess, yes. And Kerala, I don't know not about it. So this type of houses are seen in Kashmir and Kerala. So whenever you visit there, you must see houseboat. Okay, you can take experience also. So this houseboat is particularly used by tourists, because Kerala and Kashmir both are what, tourist place. Many people visit there, not from only India but from foreign also, right? So this houseboat attract many tourists. So this houseboat are mostly available in the tourist season. When tourists are there, then only this houseboat is available. Okay, then tent. Next comes tent. You all have seen tent. Okay, in Rishikesh also you have seen that camping is there, where this tent kind of houses built. Okay, so tents are portable shelters. It can be easily carried from here and there, here to there. Okay, from one place to another. So they are made of canvas, cloth, or leather. They can be fixed and folded easily. You can fix the tent very easily, and you can even fold it very easily, and it is very easy in carrying. Okay, you can take it from one place to another very easily. That is what is a portable shelter. They are used by people in mountains, deserts, and while camping. Okay, if you want this tent experience after this COVID-19, you all can go to Rishikesh and enjoy camping there. Okay, you can stay in tent. So tents are portable shelters. They are made up of canvas, cloth, or leather. Okay, and it can be easily fixed and folded easily. Now next comes igloo. And same like houseboat, mostly tent are also used by in mountain. It is used by hikers who climb mountains, or who go for trekking, and those people use tent over there. And in desert area also we use tent, and while camping the tourists use tent. Okay, then comes igloo. As you already know about igloo, that igloos are dome shaped. This is dome shaped. Okay, so igloo are dome shaped house made up of blocks of snow. Okay, and they can be seen in extremely cold regions like Greenland. Okay, it can be seen in extremely cold regions like Greenland, and it is also known as snow house or snow hut. Okay, now caravan. What is caravan? Caravan is a house on wheels. Caravan is a house on wheels, as you can see here. This is house on wheels. Okay, it moves from one place to another. Caravan may be pulled by an animal or by car or truck. Okay, it can be pulled by an animal or by car or truck. So caravan is a house on wheels which can be moved from one place to another easily. Now last one is your stilt house. Stilt house. Now what is stilt house? Let's see. Stilt houses are built on poles or stilts, as you can see here. Many poles are there, right? Many stilts or poles are there. So stilt houses are built on poles or stilts. It can be seen on places like Assam where it rains a lot. Okay, not only Assam, or many places where it rains heavily. In those places, stilt houses are there. The poles or stilts keep the house high above the ground, and it protects the house and the people from floods and wild animals. Okay, the roofs of these houses are slanting, so rainwater slides down easily. As you can see, the roof is in slanting, so that rainwater doesn't stack there, so it has like a slanting roof. Okay, and stilts and poles are there, which is in Assam, I think, which is made up of bamboo, so it protects the house from floods and wild animals. So these are some special houses. Okay, houseboat, tent, igloo, caravan, and stilt house. Okay, so these are some special houses. So today we have discussed about why house is important. House is important because it protects us from changing weather. It protects us from bad people like thieves and wild animals, and it also protects our belongings, right? Then we discussed about kinds of houses, in which we talk about hut, single storied house, double storied house, bungalow, flat, right? And then we talk about kinds of types of houses, that is two types, kacha and pakka house, right? And then we talked about special houses. Okay, so now let's quickly discuss worksheet here. Write true or false. So first one, early men did not live in houses. Early men did not live in houses. So before, when house was not there, children, at that time early men used to live under caves or under the shed of a big tree. Okay, and then slowly they started building the house, first in the form of hut, and then they made pakka house, permanent house. So early men, they used to live in caves or in the under the shed of big tree. So the first statement, early men did not live in houses, is what, children? True or false? Early men did not live in houses. True, because they lived under caves or under the shade of big tree. They do not have that proper house. Pakka house is made up of mud, straw, dry leaves. False. Pakka house is made up of bricks, iron, steel, metal, etc. Caravan is a floating house. False. Caravan is a house on wheels. Floating house is houseboat. Tents are portable shelters. True. Yes, we can carry tents from one place to another easily. Now fill in the blanks. Dash houses are made in flood prone areas. Which houses? Stilt houses are made in flood prone areas. A dash is a floating house. A houseboat is a floating house. Dash house is moved on wheels. Caravan house is moved on wheels. Now multiple choice question. Which of these things is not used to build a house? Gold, wood, cement. Gold. Okay, we do not use gold for making house. Second, mud house. Mud houses are common in town, cities, villages. Common in villages. Now you have to unscramble the letters to make complete words. It gives us protection. What gives us protection? Shelter. 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 Shelter of early men? Caves. 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 Now question 5 is match the columns. Tent. Tent we use in mountains, on mountains. Igloo, snowy area. Okay. Hut is is used by making mud, and sloping roof are there in stilt house. Okay, so children, I hope whatever we have discussed today is clear to you all now, and the rest of the topics which are remaining in this chapter we will going to continue in our next session. So children, solve the worksheet and submit it online. Thank you and bye.